Hi, I'm Matthew Hoelscher, founder of Parent Marriage Coaching and the creator of the Emotionally Connected Couples Coaching Program. Today we're into part 3 of my marriage and sexuality course, and that is what every woman wants more of in her sex life. The number one thing that every woman complains about that comes into my marital practice is not sex directly. It's not the hardness of the erection. It's not the length of time of penetration. The number one thing every woman asks for more of in their sex life is foreplay. It's the time before sex and between the acts of sex that are the most important for women to feel emotionally connected and to keep the desire high for their partner so that they're constantly burning and constantly wanting more. Most partners want to have sex 2 to 3 times a week is what I would call average. There are times due to illness, stress, kids, and other times where that sexual activity may drop to once or twice or maybe 3 times a month. And that's also perfectly normal from time to time, but the goal is usually 2 or 3 times a week is what most couples tell me that they would like to experience in their marriage in the form of a happy, full sex life. And the secret to keeping that going is foreplay. Think about it for a second. Sex gets shut down when it's taken for granted and it's assumed and it's no longer that you're putting any effort into it. It sort of becomes junk food sex, if you will. So if we were going to think about this like cooking, think about it as if your wife was spending a long time planning a meal, going and getting the proper ingredients, cooking everything from scratch. The whole house is filled with the aromas of food. And she sets a beautiful table, gets out the best silverware, puts out the real napkins, serves the food, invites you to dinner, and all you do is come up and nom, 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 eat everything up and like, oh, that's it, I'm gone. And that's how a lot of women feel that their sex life is. That all the foreplay is missing, and that you're just showing up to eat and then taking off and leaving the moment it's done. And even though the sex may be good, there may be nothing wrong with the sex, it's the feeling and it's the whole process that's missing, and that's what makes it wonderful for women. So if we're going to go back to the cooking analogy, the whole point is to first start talking about what you want to do long before you actually do it. And you can do that as easily with our cell phones with the simple text. Teasing her and saying that I love you, or that I find this attractive about you, or the next time I get you, I just want to hold you and hug you in my arms. Or even a little bit dirtier, the next time I see you, I want to And when you do that, you're interrupting her day and telling her that you love her and that you want to put that effort into her and that you're ready to make that plan. Besides the planning, which would be like shopping for the food, when you actually start cooking it, there's all these lovely aromas that fill the house, and can you feel that desire? Just like that smell makes you hungry for the food, when you get home from work, are you running up to hug your wife? Do you have that ritual where when you see each other after a long day, you give each other a nice long hug to just reconnect and just melt into each other for a moment? Or are you constantly running from work to home to kids to bed to dinner to sleep to wake up to breakfast and just keep going from place to place and not just stopping and reconnecting with your partner? How you start your day and how you end your day makes a huge difference in your marriage. When you can stop and cuddle, when you can go and give your partner a good hug goodbye before they leave for work, and when you stop and reach out for them and give another good hug when you get back from work to reconnect, these little rituals that take 30 seconds make a huge difference in a marriage and in your sex life because it's maintaining that connection. Just like when somebody's cooking, you walk in the kitchen and you're like, something smells good. Do you walk up to your woman and just kiss her on the neck or growl in her ear and be like, I want you tonight. Oh, you smell so good. Oh, you look good in that. These simple compliments, when they're made verbally, make a huge difference to women. Because the 3 ways we feel loved are either through verbal appreciation, non-sexual touch, grabbing the shoulders, giving a hug, maybe a little pat on the butt, and also through our effort. The last thing you can do to really get the foreplay going long before you get into the bedroom is a little effort around the house. Have you noticed that she's had a bad day? Did you offer to do the dishes, literally do the dishes after dinner? Or maybe throw in a load of laundry? Or even better, help her fold the laundry when it's coming out of the dryer, just to spend a little time together. Make it flirty, make it fun. Heck, maybe you want to get it on in the laundry room. Heaven forbid you actually get out of the bedroom and explore other wonderful areas in your home. The next thing is, do you take some time to really get to know her body? Part of foreplay, or what a lot of couples after a long period of being married, it ends up just as simple like, you want to have sex tonight? Or like, hey, let's do it. And that's where the foreplay is missing. Yeah, there's time for a quickie. There's nothing wrong with just jumping in the shower together or rolling over and just like getting it on, especially in the morning when you're kind of sleepy and still waking up. But the foreplay is that making it happen, and that you've set the stage for sex long before you've gotten into bed, and that you're just expecting something without doing anything to sort of warm up or start things up in that first place. So a good way to do that is to plan a massage. Women are always loving a massage. If you will sit and just rub their feet for 5 or 10 minutes, it gives her a chance to relax, de-stress, and most importantly, get out of her head and get into her body, because that is where juicy, delicious sex comes from. It's when you're in your body and you're fully present with your partner in the moment. So there's lots of videos on YouTube to learn how to give a massage, or the simplest thing is to use some coconut oil or order some massage oil off Amazon. And just like kneading bread, just work those muscles over and listen to your partner. Practice your communication. Would you like it harder? Would you like it softer? Would you like it faster? Is there a specific spot of your body that hurts? Is it your upper shoulders, your middle back, your lower back, or maybe your feet? For the most part, you can't go wrong with just putting a foot between your hands and working your thumbs all over that foot. And then pay attention to her. Look at her and see if she's enjoying it. If you see her face going, ugh, it means it's too hard, or you're creating pain, or maybe you're too light and you're tickling. If it's kind of like, So find out what works for her. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. Go and fail forward. Go and engage with her body and start learning it. That's where the foreplay is, and that's what makes a partner feel good, because when you learn her body, and when you learn how to control her orgasm, as I did in my previous video with my little tool there showing the ball in the cup, when you can control her orgasm, she will feel safe and she can surrender to you, and then you'll feel this immense power because you can gift her with orgasm and you know how to hold it back or hold it right at bay to keep her at edge, and so that her desire really spikes and goes through the roof. And the secret to all of that all starts long before the act of sex actually begins. It all starts in what we call foreplay. So to recap, start texting her. Tell her that you appreciate her. Send her a dirty thought. Give her some anticipation. Or even better yet, bait her. I got a surprise for you tonight. Oh, what is it? I don't know. You'll have to see it when we get home. Right? Tease her. Get her thinking about being with you at home, even while she's at work or at home with the kids or at soccer practice. Give her some non-sexual touch. 10 minutes of cuddling on the couch, long hugs, some pats on the shoulder or pat on the butt. Show her that she's yours and that you claim her and that you love her and that you desire her and you accept her. And then learn her body. Start paying attention to her and stop worrying about yourself, and then she will feel like you are her master, and she will feel safe, and she'll want to surrender all her sexual pleasure to you, and sex will happen a lot more often and be a lot better for both of you. I'm Matthew Hoelscher, founder of Parent Marriage Coaching, and I look forward to helping you some more soon.